Volvo has shown us a glimpse into the future with their Concept Recharge. Today we're going to check it out. We are over at the Volvo newsroom. We just finished up about a 3-hour live stream about Volvo's future, and at the very end, the last 10 minutes of that roughly 3-hour live stream, we got a glimpse of, I guess, the forefather of all their future vehicles. This is called the Concept Recharge, so we're going to get into it and discuss this vehicle as much as we can. We're not going to have any information on range, powertrains. Speaking of which, we'll get into the spreadsheet. Yes, I made a Volvo spreadsheet. We'll get into that later, but we don't have any specifics about this car. What we do know is that Volvo's concepts tend to be very close to production in terms of quality and overall design. So we're going to flip through the images and videos to kind of just paint a picture of this new concept, because Volvo has confirmed that this is going to be kind of spreading, these design cues and things like that are going to be spreading to all of their future electric vehicles. And one more thing before we get into the design of this is that Volvo said that this vehicle is not going to carry the traditional XC badges or S badges or V badges that we currently have. They're going to name it as a child. And so what I'm thinking is like, okay, well, if they're Swedish, they're going to be calling it like Thor or Thor's son or something clever. So or Thor's, I don't know, Mjolnir, who knows what they're going to call it, but it'll be fun to see what they call this production version of this concept vehicle. All right, it's time to go over the images together. Now, the headlights are still Thor hammer headlights, but they split. So you see this line in between them right here. This is the daytime running lights. They split, and the daytime or the nighttime lights come through that, and the daytime lights kind of fade into the back. To me, it's like the next generation of pop-up headlights. It's really cool, and I enjoy the Volvo logo taking that next step into electrification here with the light bar, this diagonal line, and then the Volvo is beautifully illuminated. I'm excited to see that. You know, you also have interesting lines on the hood, and you probably also see a huge LiDAR sensor here. Now, LiDAR is going to be standard on all of their future vehicles, especially electric vehicles. They're not going to have different hardware specs for safety. Safety for them has always been super important. They've pioneered so many things when it comes to safety, and they're going to be standardizing all of their safety features. Now, these mirrors are not going to be available here in the United States. They're not mirrors, they're just cameras. We won't be getting that. So let's get on to the next image. Look at this profile. From this angle, it definitely looks like a Volvo. The thing is that this bubbled out area here doesn't look to me as good as the current XC90. I feel like that looks a little bit more sporty. This is going to take some time for me to get used to, but the vertical, you still have those Volvo vertical tail lights here, so that's pretty neat. I just think the back end's very plain. These wheels are massive. They look like 21s or 22-inch wheels. You see how long the wheelbase is. It's very common in electric cars, so that they can fit a bigger battery pack underneath. And they mentioned earlier this week that they have a partnership with Northvolt, and Northvolt and Volvo will be building their own factory by 2025 and be producing batteries there until then. They showed one interesting slide saying in the foreseeable future, for the next 5 years, it will be predominantly outsourced batteries, and then 2025 and beyond will be predominantly in-house batteries. Some of them will be sourced outside, and it could be, who knows, I don't know, maybe the American batteries. Maybe they have someone else like SK Innovations or LG Chem here in the United States produce batteries, but for Europe, it looks like Northvolt only batteries for 2025 and later. So that will be interesting. Anyways, here's the Volvo rear, and it looks very, very simple. I hope we get a little bit more something down here. This just doesn't look very premium to me. So let's keep going. The interior, guys, check this out. We have a little handbag down here, the flat floor for the most part. The seats are anchored to the floor with one little pedestal. And this is a 15-inch screen. And you better believe that the production version is going to look very similar. I think this screen looks too big. That's just me. I think if they cut it off like right here, I think that would be ample. It just looks like it sticks up too much into the driver's sight. It's like, it's very Tesla-like, even with the vents. There are no manual vents anymore, which comes as an unfortunate thing for me, but I'm noticing new things. I just noticed that Bowers & Wilkins is made into the headrest, which I hope that's cool. You can see a volume piece here. So I wonder if you can touch the headrest to adjust the volume. How much volume's coming out of that? I think that's very weird. But let's get back into the front, the cockpit area. So you have a smaller screen over here, 15-inch screen here. And it is using, like I said, Android software from the ground up. I do like the steering wheel, but I don't think that steering wheel is going to be standard. That looks very conceptual to me. Just another image here. It's kind of looking through the fully glass roof. And you can see that glass roof from back here. Now, interestingly, why are these lines on it? Is that just a design thing? I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's heated. I don't think it's a solar roof or anything like that. But you can see the suicide doors now. I don't think suicide doors are going to make their way into the production versions. And the reason is just that the B-pillar is so important for safety. So I think Volvo would keep that. Now, nothing was mentioned about this lava lamp-like thing. They didn't say anything about it. So take your guess on what that is. I'll see you in the comments. Don't know what that could be. It looks like a lava lamp to me. Lava lamps making their way back in electric cars, it's possible. Now, what you can see here also, look how much higher this seat is compared to this seat. These seats, height adjustable. How amazing is that? I don't know if I've ever seen that in a car. Typically, height adjustable seats are only through booster seats for your kids and shorter people. So I just love this feature. It's a safety feature as well, so you don't need a booster seat. That is amazing. I like that a lot as a parent. Another look at the front here, and I think that's all the images. So what do you guys think? It's just a short video because I just finished the live stream. The babies are yelling at me. They're like, where's dad? So just a short video today after that 3-hour or so live stream. What do you think about the Concept Recharge from Volvo? Would you be interested in it? Do you like the design? Do you like the headlights? I think that's pretty cool. I love the interior. I think Volvo is going to do really well with electric vehicles here in the United States and especially in Europe and China as well. Now, besides this, what they're calling a flagship, which will be out next year, they confirmed that it will be available next year. They're also making a fully electric XC90 next year as well, produced in South Carolina. And they're also producing the Polestar 3 in South Carolina as well. Of course, that's going to be fully electric. So cool things coming out of Volvo. It's an exciting brand to cover now for the channel. And definitely stay tuned for more Volvo updates and news along the way. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed today, smash the like button and peace out.